Hello students, how are you all? How do you do? I think you and your family are keeping good. Be always happy. Today, I welcome you all to our online English class. We are going to learn a new unit number 18, The Wizard of Oz, part 1. You can see this chapter in our textbook Oxford Progressive English. I request you all, please open our textbook, page number 90. This is the page number 90. Here you can see Unit 18, The Wizard of Oz. Lesson number 1, Listen and Speak. Number 1, read the dialogue and answer the question. Where is the Bate family going on holiday? When are they leaving? Students, this is a conversation from Bate family. In this family, there are 5 members. Dad, Mom, 3 children. Dan, Emma and Sandra. Students, how many of you are going on a holiday? How many of you are interested in traveling? I hope most of you. What all preparations do you take? What all things you pack? We pack our baggage with necessary things, including clothes, toys, books, medicines, gifts, food items, etc. Students, look at the picture. Who can you see in the picture? This is Mom and this is Emma. Where are they? They are in their bedroom. What is Mom wearing? Green top and blue trousers. What is Emma doing? She is walking into the bedroom with a pile of books. Students, now we are going to learn these dialogues. Dan. Can I take my mobile phone, Dad? Dad. No, definitely not. You might lose it. Anyway, it won't work in Sri Lanka. Students, what does Dan want to take? His mobile phone. Can he take it? No, he can't. His father didn't give permission to him. Let's continue. Emma. Can I take some books, Mom? Mom. Well, yes, all right. But just bring 2. Books are very heavy, you see. Students, what does Emma want to take? Some books. Can she take some? Yes, but only 2. Why? Because books are very heavy. Let's continue the dialogues. Sandra, can I go round and see Jane this evening, Mum? Mum, have you packed your bag? Sandra, yes, it's all ready. Mum, then of course you can go and see Jane. But be back home by 6 o'clock. We have to get up early tomorrow morning. Remember. Students, what does Sandra want to do? She wants to go and see her friend Jane. Can she do this? Yes, but she must be back by 6 o'clock. Students, I hope you all understood these dialogues. Now, I would like to ask this question. Where is the Bate family going on holiday? They are going to Sri Lanka. When are they leaving? They are leaving early tomorrow morning. Students, I hope you all understood these dialogues. I request you all, please read and practice these dialogues. Students, in this part 1, below the dialogues, you can see a box. It's a study corner. Students, now we are going to study different ways of asking for permission and their responses. Here, you can see the word can. Can is a polite and acceptable way of asking permission. Instead of can, students, you can use could I or may I. Could I is tentative and more polite than can I. Otherwise, you can use may I. May I is commonly used by children to ask their teachers or their parents for permission. Students, There are 4 questions for you. Can I go swimming? Can I have an ice cream? Can I go and see grandma? Can I watch a DVD? Students, if you are with your friends and siblings, then you can use we. Can we go swimming? Can we have an ice cream? Can we go and see grandma? And can we watch a DVD? Also, there are 4 different kinds of responses for you. Yes, of course. Well, yes, all right. No, I'm sorry, you can't. No, definitely not. Let's check these responses one by one. The first one is yes, of course. This is an enthusiastic response having or showing great excitement. Now, let us take an example. If you ask your parents, can I go and see grandma? Their response would be, yes, of course. They are showing great interest and enthusiasm. Now, let us move to the second one. Well, yes, all right. This response is a reluctant agreement. This response comes slowly with less enthusiasm and eagerness. For example, if you ask, can I have an ice cream? Your parents' response would be, well, yes, all right. They would not be that much happy to give you permission to eat ice cream because they are concerned about your health. But they still accept your request with this response, well, yes, all right. The third response is, no, I'm sorry, you can't. This is a firm refusal or refusal to do something. For example, can I go swimming? The response you receive might be, no, I'm sorry, you can't. This is because it's a great risk to go for swimming alone. The fourth response is, no, definitely not. This is an emphatic refusal, strongly refused or shouted with disagree. For example, can I watch a DVD? Students, imagine during exam seasons, if you ask permission for watching a DVD, what will be your parents' response? No, definitely not. Because examination time, all the students, they should work hard for achieving good marks. So, the parents will give you the response, no, definitely not. I hope all of you understood all these way of asking permission and its responses. Please practice. Students, now we are going to do exercise number 2. Ask for permission and reply. Practice in pairs. In this exercise, you can see 6 pictures. Now, we are going to learn one by one. Look at this picture. You can see a beach. Students, read this question. Can we go swimming? The response is, no, I'm sorry, you can't. Students, think why the response is no. This is because in this picture, you can see a large fish in the sea. This indicates the sea is too deep and also it is too dangerous to swim there. The second picture, look at this picture. It's related to fishing. Read this question. Can we go fishing? The answer is yes, of course. Students, this response is an enthusiastic response because students, look at the ship. This is very safe. That's why the response is great excitement and enthusiastic. Next picture is related to cycling. I hope all of you know cycling. Read this question. Can we go cycling? The response is Yes, of course. This is also an enthusiastic response. Students, now look at this fourth picture. This picture is related to horse riding. In this picture, you can see a stable. There are 3 horses. Now, read this question. Can we go riding? The response is, well, yes, all right. This is a reluctant agreement. Here, we can't see that much enthusiasm. This response indicates that the person may not be an expert in horse riding. The next picture is related to climbing. Students, read this question. Can we go climbing? The answer is no, you can't. This is a firm refusal. This is because climbing is not an easy task. This mountain has steep slopes. There are chances of slipping. The last picture is related to boating. Look at this river. This river is too rush and narrow. There are many large rocks too. Students, now read this question. Can we go boating? The response is no, definitely not. Students, this is an emphatic refusal. Why? Because this river is not suitable for boating. Students, I think all of you understood all these 6 pictures and these responses. In this exercise, we learn how to ask permission and its responses. Children, I request you all, please read this dialogues and practice. Then in this study corner, learn how we ask permission and its responses. Students, also practice the last exercises, how we ask permission and which are the responses we will get. I hope all of you understood today's portions. Take care and thank you.